I mean, first of all, yeah, we're ecstatic. We're excited to be in 6-2. It's been a long season, different injuries, and guys persevered. The weather was tough today. If you'd have told me we were going to be 3 of 13 on third downs and only throw for 164 yards, I'd have told you it might be a tough day for the Skyhawks. But we ran the ball today. We had to. We ran the ball 41 times for 247 yards. I mean, Trent was 26 carries for 139. The 2 turnovers hurt, but our defense got us back 3. I thought we were too emotional. There's a fine line between the energy. We had it all day, so we got to control ourselves. Too many silly penalties. And we had 11 penalties for 100 yards. That's the most. We were one of the top least penalized teams in the league today. We couldn't get out of our own way. So luckily we were able to get out of there with the win. Give Coach Took in Southeast Missouri a lot of credit. He's building a good program here. It's tough to beat them. They do a nice job. So luckily, last week we didn't have the luck we were looking for. This week we did, and 6-2. Nothing I can do about EIU beating EKU. Looking for that 3-way tie, didn't get it. But like I said, and I stand by this, that NCAA committee was the top 24 teams in the country. Okay, we have the #1 team in the country, Jacksonville State, in our league. All right, we just lost by 2 to East Illinois to be #2. We're worthy of a playoff spot. All right, if you want the top 24 teams in the country, it may not work. A lot of politics to go with it, but if they would watch tape, we deserve to be in that playoffs, whether we will or not. If not, I'm still proud of these kids.
For the last 2 weeks, you've talked about wanting to be able to force turnovers. Today, you said, yeah, you had a couple, but Walter Evans was able to step up against one of the best wide receivers in the country and snare away two picks today.
Yeah, of course he had, the receiver had 10 for 127. I mean, he's a good player, and hopefully he'll be on somebody's NFL roster. But still, it's about scoring defense, and you hold them to 25 points. And a couple times they had some short fields, and so all year long, we've been a good team, good team. And our defense, 5 of the 8 games have held teams, 24 or less points, and we're going to win games and we hold teams like that. So. Each game's got its own history. It's got its own identity. This was a little different one than something we've had, but we found a way.
He's been banged up all year, but Trent Garland especially took some hits last week. But to be able to come out today, and especially that 128-yard rush where he just kind of put the guys on his back and kept going, it shows the kind of grit and why you've loved him for the last 4 years.
No, it is, and that's what I told him last night. We had a great senior meeting, and what was cool about last night, seniors meeting, and Trent's epitome of that. Each senior got a chance to stand up and share their thoughts and some of the greatest memories. And I mean, everybody was a man. They stood up, they could communicate. Nothing was too silly. Nothing was they're grown men. They're going to be good husbands. They're going to be good fathers. That's why this team was successful this year, because of that group and how they handled themselves. And I'm going to miss them. I'd like to coach them one more game.
Jared Neal settled down too to be able to throw those 3 touchdowns. Just kind of talk about the whole year he's had.
Yeah, I think he might have come up a little short in yardage. Okay, but he'll trade. I mean, his legacy, got to 6 wins. His senior class, right, extended it by 2 wins over the previous senior class. Jared's an outstanding player. I nominated him for all conference. I don't know how many votes he'll get, but when you lead your team to 6 wins and you throw 29 or whatever it was, touchdown passes, to me, you deserve all conference. There may be some guys that get it over him, okay, but the guy won 6 games. He took his team that was picked 5th. Got him in the top 3. That is an all-conference play.
Rod Wright too. He was came into the game 4th in the country in touchdowns. The type of senior year he's had, 14 touchdowns, finished 4th all-time in career touchdowns. Just a remarkable season he had.
Yeah, he did. Rod Wright, answered the bell. And I told him a story last night about how other coaches on the road would see me and they would say, "How's that wide receiver from Ridgeway that you recruited?" And 3 years ago, I would say, "Well, he's got potential. He's working to get better." And then last year, I'd say, he still hadn't made the impact yet. And I told him, I said, "You know what? This year, when I see him and they ask about you, I'm going to tell him you've arrived," and he has, because he's one of the top 3 receivers in this league, productivity-wise. Really going to miss Rod and his leadership, and appreciate him having a great year.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.